Welcome to another episode of Salty Country. We're going to have to buckle up today. Got a major storm coming in tonight. It's been super windy all day long. So I've got the excavator and bobcat covered up. We're supposed to get some heavy rain, but more so than the rain is the wind they're predicting. They're saying 40-mile-an-hour winds, and I've seen some places have 70 to 90-mile-an-hour winds out of this thing. Hopefully no tornadoes, but we'll see. All we can do is get ready, and the wind is coming directly out of the south, so it's whipping. All right, the building pad is sitting here ready, waiting for the concrete guys. We battled rain last week some, so it's decently dry, but as you can tell, some of it's still, the darker red shows where it's a little damp still, and the lighter color it's dried out pretty good. So hubs and tacks are in, and I may add some narration to the video just to talk about where we are cost-wise, or where we expect to be cost-wise, and then we'll see where we end up. But I got concrete on standby. Once my concrete guys come out and form it up, get it ready. Let's see, we'll zoom in out there to the trailer, see if we can get it. I've got sheets of wire out there on the trailer. Once they form this thing up, I'm going to back the trailer right into the pad for them and let them just take it directly off the trailer onto the, lay it out on the building pad. There's a hub with a tack in it right there in the center of the video. I'll explain that real quick. All right, I'm on the other corner of the building. The hub I was showing you a while ago is right down there. All right, I got a transit out here the other day, and I may do a episode on how to set up a transit and all that, but I put in a hub, had the transit set up directly over it on the far corner, and the transit has an eye where you can look directly straight down. So I got set up on the corner, had my tack in there, and I shot, let me back up and show you guys. I shot from that corner down to here. You always want to shoot your long distance, so I shot 50 feet down here to this corner. The other tack, hub and tack, is over there. All right, once I got that line shot in, I zeroed out my transit, I spun it 90 degrees, and I shot in that hub right down there. measure from that tack over the footage and shoot through the transit, and it gives you the exact point of the corner. So from that tack to that tack is 30 foot 2 inches. I added an extra inch of concrete on both sides of the building. So from there to there is 30 foot 2 inches. From there to here on the 50 foot, it's 50 foot 2 inches. So after I got those two lines shot in, I reset the transit directly above that tack on this hub down here. Once I got it perfectly set up, I set up on that tack that I had put in first. Once I got it on that tack exactly centered, I zeroed it out, spun the transit 90 degrees, and shot in this tack. And Melody and I pulled tape. So I knew kind of ballpark where I needed to drive the hub in the ground. So if you were to pull a string around all these, and this is a screw, but in this board, and it's just called hub and tack. When you have surveyors come out, they'll actually put a tack in there. They'll nail it in. But if you pulled a string, tied a string onto that, and pulled it all the way around this building, it would be 30 foot 2 wide by 50 foot 2 long and square. So that's how hub and tacks work. Right here is where the lean-to is going to come out. So I have that corner over there. When the concrete guys come, they can pull a string through, pull it over that tack, go an additional 12 feet for the form, and they'll have that line right there. So, and technically this lean-to is 12 wide, 25 foot long. It's going to be 25 2, because I'm going to add an extra inch to both sides, and it'll end up, I'll add an extra inch, so it'll be 12 foot 1 out. But yeah, we're waiting for the concrete guys. That's where we're at. Everything held up pretty good, but I've never seen this much water in the driveway, where it washed out probably a foot deep and washed that stone down toward where the shop's going to be. But the pad held up good, so it looks like we're still good for concrete this week. Needs a day or so to dry out, but yeah, no trees down. It hailed about, I guess, 2:30 this morning. It sounded like it was going to break the windows in the house, but everything's good this morning, so I'm happy. Not out here dealing with storm damage. Now, I haven't been all over the entire farm this morning, but so far just right here around the house looks good. I'm going to break down some of the cost at the end of this video and kind of share what my budget is, what I anticipate on spending on this, and that kind of stuff. So stick around here and we're going to get into what I've spent so far, what I expect to spend, and then once we're done, then I'll recap for everybody what exactly it cost. Oh yeah, one more thing. This is my attire. Shorts and flip-flops. Middle of March. They said it was only going to get to about 63 today. I think we've already surpassed that. So I think it's going to be probably in the 70s today. But can't complain. Beautiful weather. So far I've spent about $30 on fuel for the equipment to grade the building pad. The building price is $18,468 for a 30 by 50 by 12 foot tall with a 12 by 25 lean-to. I have 4,000 PSI concrete reserved at $172 a yard. I've figured 24 yards of concrete for a total of $4,128. I have a buddy that does concrete. He's agreed to form, pour, and finish for $2 a square foot, which will be around $3,600 total, for a grand total for my budget so far of